Hi, welcome to the channel. If this is your first time here, welcome. For those of you who are returning, welcome back, welcome back, welcome back. So let's find out what the messages are for you today. What's going on? What's in the energy? What is it you most need to be aware of? And so starting out with the Montezuma Cypress, I see that the divine is calling, or your ancestors, or you're just in need of taking time to meditate. Spending some time each day in meditation for many of you. With the Montezuma Cypress, if you look at this, it looks like there's a little figure right there in the tree meditating. So this is where some of you may feel getting outside, getting into nature could do you some good. Just sitting and listening to the birds sing. When it comes to the Montezuma Cypress, it's about solidity, which is you being solid in your thoughts, being solid with helping you to create solidity in your thoughts. For some of you, you may be feeling bogged down, worried, a little bit of difficulties. This is where the Montezuma comes in. Meditation, getting outside, can help you to focus your energy and your thoughts so that you don't feel bogged down or overwhelmed. So if there's a lot of things that are going on for many of you energetically, then the energy that's coming up for you is to spend some time in meditation. Do something to just calm your thoughts. Take a little time away to yourself to get back to seeing and feeling the beauty within yourself and within nature. Just taking time in nature can actually assist you in rebirthing or feeling more grounded with your energy so that you're not feeling bogged down. For some of you, you may even decide to dance a little bit to move energy around in your body. But this is also about the dance of life, like your dance as being a co-creator with the divine. Many of you, like the Montezuma Cypress, you're able to set roots easily. So it's like when things are changing around you, you can go into a situation and you're able to still find a way, or this is how you usually feel, find a way to still feel solid within self, within the current changes in energy, the current changes in place, like transitions, like from living in one location to another. There's like this energy, this essence of you being able to create solidarity even when things are moving very quickly all around you. For some of you, you may have been used to always being able, or usually being able to do this, but I get this energy that some of you may be feeling bogged down with all of the thoughts going on in your head games here. Card number 36. And it's time to bring those cycles to an end. Before I move on, I do want to mention about the Montezuma Cyrus. It's one of those trees that grows between the land and the water. So you will usually find it near water somewhere. Do you see how it's like grass here and then water back here where this little turtle's coming out of? So some of you may be moving somewhere where it's surrounded by a lot of water. But it also shows this connection, this dance between being solid, grounded with earth, but still allowing your emotions and your energy to flow like water, so that you're not bogged down. This is also the energy of finding balance between the material realm and the spiritual. So some of you may be feeling a little bogged down with all of the things materially that are happening around you. So getting out into nature, spending some time outside could assist you with this. Can assist you with feeling more solid and stronger. The Montezuma Cyrus is like a swamp tree. It's a swamp Cyrus. So again, some of you may be moving somewhere where there's swamps. Or you could be feeling swamped by all of the things, your day-to-day, that you need to take care of. For some of you, I get that you feel swamped also when it comes to a spiritual aspect, and some of the things you may feel energetically is calling for your attention or needing you, or in need of your awareness, like you being aware of it to be able to build it solidly. So it's like, things happen in the spiritual before it actually happens in this material realm. So it's like, I feel like many of you are feeling this energy of spiritually or energetically somewhat feeling bogged down, and it's only because there are things to take care of on a spiritual aspect as it's coming forward for you in this material world, okay? And that's why you're being encouraged to take some time out and retreat, to go to yourself, to get that balance and that harmony back between your thoughts. Yeah. Okay, had a little interruption there. So some of you may feel like that. You need a little interruption in the, I'm feeling like an energetic space. And it's like you're needing this interruption, or there are interruptions, take it as it resonates, that are drawing your attention and or focus. And taking a break, seeing the beauty around you, meaning get outside into nature, and also seeing the beauty within yourself when it comes to knowing when, where, when it would benefit you to take time to yourself, to not let trivial things like take your focus. And many of you are, I'm getting this energy, usually very good at this, but with the weeping, with the weeping, some of you may feel like weeping, I don't know. With the sweeping, Sister Willow here, card number 31, talks about stability. So together with these energies, I get this feeling that many of you are not wanting to, as I was saying, get distracted with the trivial things. However, there are moments where you do need to take care of even the small things so that they don't become bigger things. It's like you don't want to sweep things under the rug and then it becomes a whole dust pile somewhere, you know? So when it comes to this sister, sweeping sister of the willow, it's like that. Many of you want to move freely with the breeze. A willow moves very easily and effortlessly. And so many of you, I'm getting this energy that you want to continue to move energetically, like easily, freely. And so there's this thing coming up where maybe some of you didn't know or you do know, where you're going to be made aware of some instances where there's a need of forgiveness, whether you are, so this need of forgiveness, it's like, it could be just a small incident, something that happened, it's quick, it's like, oh, I forgive you, and it's easy and it moves on. For some of you, it's something bigger that's actually taking again, beauty, taking a bit more for you to see the beauty in it. Because at times there does come a need, not even a need, there comes moments where we have to grow. We have to remember that it's a process. And so sometimes in this energy of growth and being in this process, there comes this time where you may need to forgive others, and that you also remember to forgive yourself for having this human experience, for being as a part of being in this human experience and needing to learn and grow. So as we're learning and growing, sometimes we get offended and or we offend others, or things happen that can weigh you down energetically. Forgiveness is one of those keys that can help you to lighten that load and not get caught up on the trivial things that are happening. For some of you, taking this time to self will assist you with forgiving of self and forgiving of others, and seeing the beauty in the lessons that you're gaining and the clarity that you're also receiving, especially when it comes to your emotions and the seeds that you're planting. You see, we spoke about the Montezuma being a tree that's planted usually by water. So it's like swampland. There is patches of land and water. The two runes that came out here today represent that exactly, water and earth. So again, the water represents your emotions and still wanting them to flow easily, effortlessly, like a waterfall, not being bogged up or jammed up, and still easily being able to plant seeds of forgiveness, seeds that are going to spring forth and create something beautiful for you. But there's this energy of needing to come out of your head and balance it with your heart. For you to be able to trust the unknown and be open to this healing information. It's healing information because we speak very often about forgiveness, and sometimes it is easy, and then sometimes it takes a little bit more healing. And this healing for the forgiveness helps you to release the old pain. It helps you to sweep away any sadness, any pain from your heart, and any pain from your soul. Where you're able to trust in the unknown. This trusting in the unknown is because there is a greater inner freedom that is drawing you at this time to assist you to be open to this healing information, to cleanse away the sadness and allow the healing of forgiveness. That's a part of the greater pathway to freedom now. But are you going to be able to be devoted and committed to allowing this healing process, to allowing the forgiveness to raise your vibration by shedding the old energies that drain you and prevent you from having all of your power available to you? This is a chance to free yourself from suffering and to empower yourself, where you're able to harness this mystic power. The mystic power where you're able to forgive others and yourself and abundantly and freely move forward, where you're very aware of your own need for forgiveness. For some of you, this may even surprise you, because whenever there's this energy of forgiveness, that means someone was hurt or offended in whatever aspect this may be. So this is where some of you may be in your head about that, or too much in your heart. There's this energy of forgiving and allowing it to balance you out, so that you can make plans and focus and continue to see the beauty in the lessons. Even forgiveness is a lesson, and forgiveness is still one of those higher vibrational aspects where the blessings come from it, when you're able to forgive yourself and forgive others. When you're able to see the bigger picture of this just and loving universe. Because when there's this energy of forgiveness, sometimes you can't see that, know that, or feel that. You just feel like someone did you wrong, and then it becomes a blame game. And then it becomes the necessity to let go of ego, like they did me wrong, and you're pointing fingers. When it's all a part of the growth, the evolution. It's not saying that you have to be a people pleaser. Your beliefs are right for you. So yes, stand firm on your beliefs. However, that doesn't mean that you still can't balance that out with the energy of peace, where you're able to remove obstacles, to create this energy of one, self-mastery, and two, where your self-mastery is able to assist others to also feel more abundant within themselves. Because when you forgive yourself and you're able to forgive others, it dissipates that energy of stagnancy, of conflict. It removes the obstacles, and then everyone is able to feel more balanced, more stability, and stand firm. It assists the stability of the bigger picture, of being able to see the beauty in all things. Self-mastery is not, self-mastery is a big part of the process, because chakras can get out of alignment easily. When you feel that someone said something and you want to snap back quickly, throat chakra, out of balance or out of alignment. When you're all in your head and having negative self-talk about how you shouldn't have let them do that and this shouldn't have happened and now you're in your head, third eye. Sometimes cutting off the insight that's coming, or needing to take time now and connect back again with the crown chakra. Sometimes you're holding that within your heart space, and then that becomes somewhat closed off or out of balance. And then it takes this energy of balancing out all the chakras again. Because when one is out of place, it kind of throws the alignment of the others. Now, that's not always, but if your heart chakra is the thing that's out of balance, then it's the gateway, the doorway between your higher and your lower chakras. It's also that center where you manifest. So then the things that you're manifesting, are they coming from a balanced perspective? So this is a part of that self-mastery where once you put the forgiveness in your heart, forgiving of self first, and then forgiving of others, that assists in balancing out the heart chakra. And then once that one's balanced, it's kind of easy, or a little easier, to balance out the others. And it does take some endurance. It takes the endurance of even recognizing that forgiveness is needed in certain situations. For many of you, when you step into this energy of forgiveness, it's going to create this rebirth. Sometimes when you feel like you've done nothing wrong, it's hard to let go of ego. But if we can look at the bigger picture and see that we all have our beliefs about how we should be treated or how things should be said, and no, you don't have to impose that on anyone else. But at times we do. Let's just keep it real. And so this is where taking time to retreat and get into meditation can assist with this process, to assist you with this learning and this growing that happens to all of us, every one of us. There's this energy of knowing that you don't have to be perfect. And sometimes it is in forgiving ourselves that we become the most able to forgive others. We suffer less from harsh judgments when we do not feel good from our heart. Remember, we were just talking about the heart chakra. And when you're not feeling good from your heart, this drains the energy from the other chakras, especially starting from those most closest to the heart chakra. So that would be your solar plexus, where your confidence feels affected. And then the throat chakra, the way you speak, what you speak, when you speak, if you speak. No, you don't have to be perfect. But selling yourself out in those aspects where you're not forgiving yourself for not being perfect. And also for not forgiving others for also not being perfect. It's not easy to step out of that and let go of ego. It's not. But again, it's a part of self-mastery, and you don't have to be perfect. You don't. Your beliefs are right for you. Yes, of course. And so are others' beliefs right for them. Still, how can we experience more kindness? How can we create a bigger picture where there is a peace of mind? Forgiveness is a very powerful spiritual practice. Forgiveness is one of those mystic powers, because even if you don't say it to the person directly, when you forgive them in your heart, you energetically release yourself and the individual you may have felt offense to or whatever, from whatever occurred. That's how powerful of a spiritual power it is. You don't even necessarily have to say it to the person. Now, if you're able to, cool, great. Kudos to you for even being able to do that, you know? However, on a spiritual aspect, when you can release it and forgive in your heart, that's where the healing begins. That's where all of the confusion is released. When there's a need for forgiveness, it's usually because some confusion has occurred. Either you believe a certain way and you're committed to your beliefs, or the other individual believes a certain way and they're committed to their beliefs. And then it's okay because your beliefs are right for you. But there's also this energy of allowing others the blessing of their beliefs being right for them. For some of you, this is within your commitment to your partner. What messages do we have to wrap this up? And there's gonna take some communication, but this communication is coming from the heart chakra. Remember I said, if you're able to say it to the person in person, cool, do that. For some of you, you can send the message out telepathically by releasing it through your heart chakra, the energy of forgiveness. But forgiveness is that energy, that spiritual practice that helps you disconnect your energetic strings from people, places, situations, from memories that can drain your power from the present moment, that can slow you down and can slow down your spiritual growth. And this unforgiveness can slow down your physical manifestations. For many of you, at the present, you're growing spiritually, and you're in need, and you need your power in this present moment to feel the process. So there's this energy where you're trusting in the unknown, and when you take this time to go out and see the beauty of everything, is you're embarking on self-mastery. It's like there's gonna be a lift in your energy. So there's a time to forgive with sincerity and wisdom, and know that this doesn't mean that you're permitting future abuse. That's what some of you are wanting to stand firm on. You want to remove the obstacles. However, I get this energy that many of you, and this is going to possibly take setting proper boundaries. But forgiving with sincerity. From a sincere place in your heart. It doesn't mean that you're permitting future abuse. It just means you're ready to have your power in the present moment, to have your compassion and allow the universe to direct the learning of every being on the planet, meaning their beliefs are right for them and your beliefs are right for you. By letting go of your thoughts of revenge, you free yourself from the past. Now that's interesting. Letting go of your thoughts of revenge. For some of you, you don't necessarily even want revenge on people, but you've set your mind to, like I said, make sure that there's no future abuse. So you keep, how does the saying go? You feed them with a long handled spoon. The divine is saying be open to hearing the healing information that's coming forth. To seeing the bigger picture. And being committed to your self-mastery. Which for many of you who are resonating with this reading, that's coming in the essence of you not selling out, but also not staying focused in the confusion. It's time to remove the obstacles so that you can have your energy in full effect. Any closing messages, please, for this reading? Whoa. My deck upside down? Yeah. All of those like that? All of those like that. Alright. And I want a crystal also, please, to close out this reading. Thank you. That is... Why y'all giving out so many? Alright, we have the Symbiorite crystal. You also have the Anthrophyllite. We have the Rhyolite and the Kunzite crystal today. And for the tarot message, to wrap everything up, we have the Magician, the Chariot, the Five of Pentacles, the Star, the Five of Swords, 2, 4, 5, 6, and the Strength, the Eight of Wands, the Knight of Swords, the Eight of Pentacles, the Page of Swords, and the Ace of Wands. So it seems that most of today's message was speaking about forgiveness and how it plays a beautiful part in everything, and how it's okay for you to trust the unknown, trusting the divine, to let go. Yes, your beliefs are right for you, and others have their beliefs, and that's all right too. So many of you are recognizing that you have all the tools you need, and one of those great, wonderful spiritual tools is the energy of forgiveness, which will allow you to move forward in a major way. bringing balance back to first your energy, so that, because some of you feel depleted a little bit energetically, and it's bringing back that healing where you're able to keep your faith, keep the hope, allow the healing to happen, so that the things that you're creating are not keeping your manifestations from physically coming forward. You don't have to fight with others about their beliefs or your beliefs. You also don't have to feel like revenge is necessary. It's actually stronger. It's actually a stronger person that can release any offense, any revenge they may have been withholding in their heart. And once you release this, being that stronger person spiritually, because one, you're not holding on to a grudge, you're not feeling resentment, you've forgiven in your heart and you've released it. This allows things to move rapidly. You're not holding on to any aggression. You're able to move forward quickly, even more so in your thoughts. Continuing to be the apprentice as you move forward, mastering self-mastery, mastering self, I was going to say. Taking a risk to accept apologies, to forgive, and then start anew and move forward. Now, does that mean that you have to take people back? You decide how that works. Because sometimes once there's this energy of forgiveness, the thing that you were so enraged about or wanting revenge about or so adamant about standing on your beliefs about, like, once that dissipates, you may be able to move forward in a healthier way, letting go of any confusion. With all of this yellow in this top and the blue, you see prominently the blue and the yellow, that's where those two chakras that are right above the heart chakra, your speech, how you speak, speaking the forgiveness, putting the vibration and the frequency out into the ether so that it's able to ripple out, even if you're not able to say it to the person directly. Some of you may want to write it on a paper and then burn it, release it, you know? For some of you, once this forgiveness happens, you have this energy back that goes to your solar plexus, especially with the anthrolite crystal being out here. That stone connects you directly to your solar plexus. And it also benefits the root chakra as well. It's one of those crystals to allow you to feel safe. For any of you that feel like by forgiving, you're going to encourage any kind of abuse, whether this is mentally, physically, spiritually, like, some of you, when working with this crystal, it will assist you to know that you're safe and allow you to connect your energy into the present moment, where you're able to free yourself from the past, where you're not worried about if you're permitting any future abuse. Because for many of you, I get this is what you're feeling like on a spiritual level. You set your boundaries, you had your beliefs about certain people and things because you were like, they create too much confusion, and I don't got time for the confusion. And the mitigating of the confusion was because you wanted to feel safe, secure, protected. Many of you are now aware of what is really important in life. And this is helping you with this energy of forgiving and letting go of lesser wants, of lesser whoa. Of things you don't want taking up your energy, of things you don't really desire. And for some of you, you don't desire the confusion. You don't desire the conflict, the having to one up, the having to prove your points. For some of you, this is going to take some deep introspection. And that's why the rhyolite crystal is here. This helps when you're exploring your past. For some of you, even past lives, to where some of these things are coming from. Rhyolite can assist you with gaining strength and self-esteem. It assists you with looking back with an understanding and acceptance of your choices that you made. Remember, they're all lessons. So this is where this energy of forgiving yourself, when you look back and you reflect on certain things, where you felt the need to stand your ground, especially if you felt like you were being abused in any way, shape, or form, energetically, spiritually, mentally, physically. For many of you, with the symbiote here, there's this very warm and powerful energy. Remember, I said it's lifting. So this is where many of you are going to move forward. It's coming in quickly. And this energy is to assist you with waking up the chakras and providing you with motivation. When you hold the symbiote, it assists you with that, with lifting your spirit out of fog, especially the fog of everyday life. Because there's this energy with the kunzite crystal here where this lifting, this moving forward, balancing out the darker aspects where the forgiveness is coming forward, with your awareness now. And this awareness is the awakening of the unconditional love, which is like a forerunner for which forgiveness is like a forerunner for. When you forgive, you're showing, you're demonstrating, you're existing, you're allowing the unconditional love. And when you use the kunzite crystal, it magnifies that energy deep within your heart. Remember, we said it starts with the heart chakra. Kunzite has a very high vibrational energy of love, and it connects you with the universal love that's usually felt more so in the higher realms. This can assist you with not feeling any negativity as you move forward with forgiveness of self and others. It can assist you with releasing any pain, especially past pain that created this energy of confusion where forgiveness is necessary. The kunzite allows you to tap into that love that transcends space and time and this reality as we know it. So that forgiveness happens in multiple aspects, mentally, physically, spiritually, different dimensions, different lifetimes, past lives, and this lifetime. Make your plans and focus on being able to let go of ego and being committed to your self-mastery, being committed to being open to this healing information that you've received, so that you're able to harness the mystic power within you and continue to endure, to see the beauty in all things, even these lessons, even the forgiveness, all of it. Okay, so that has been the reading for today. I want to thank you for joining me, Tonae Star, with Tonae Star Enterprises. And the numbers for today, the 4 here with commitment is big. 31 is 3 and 4. We have 9 with 36. 9 here. And 24. 3 and 3. Okay, so 3, 4s, and 9s are the big energy today. Again, thank you for joining me, Tonae Star. Did I say 6 and 6? Because we have that here a couple times. Thank you for joining me, Tonae Star. With Tonae Star Enterprises, remember to always shoot for the moon. And even if you miss, you are still amongst the stars. And to always, 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 always let your light shine bright. Remember, here in the Enterprise with Tonae Star Enterprises, we stand on business. And this has been another voyage to the 5D and beyond. Thank you for joining me.